Hello. So I've heard that you graduated from season and now you're planning to do the quest from Fugar in order to exchange the Tuvala accessory and Tuvala weapon from deck to a pen blackstar and a Kherazad accessory respectively. So I decided to put on a guide on just how to do that. We're gonna go step by step from the very beginning in order to help you through the process, because it can be a little bit tricky. I noticed myself that it was. So without further ado, let's get straight into it, and we're gonna go from the very beginning all the way to the end when you exchange for the boxes and the accessory. So let's start from there. So the very first thing you want to do, first of all, if you are on a seasonal server, is change to a non-seasonal server. That way you can graduate. So once you've done that, you're gonna go to click to the season pass, and you're gonna click on the graduate button. I'm gonna give you a couple of hints. Just make sure before you do this, make sure you have reached at least level 61 and completed most of the main quest lines, because like that you can get also the other pen and Tet blackstar weapons from the Y menu. Now once you have graduated, so there's gonna be a couple loading screen, and once you're done, you're gonna open your, well, first of all, put back on all of the Tuvala gear, which moves from season to permanent gear. So we want to put all of that back on. And well, first of all, congratulations, now you graduated. You can put on your big boy pants. Then you're gonna go into your mail, and you're gonna collect the 2 mails that you're gonna receive after graduation. We're looking for the letter and the box. Next thing, go and open the box. It's gonna have loads of goodies in there. It's gonna be crown stones, a lot of stuff. But what we're interested is the golden graduation gown and the graduation hat. This season boss gear exchange is to exchange some of the Tuvala equipment that you have with Tet boss gear equivalent. We're not really gonna worry about this for the purposes of the video today. So, but what we want to do is go and look for the quest from Fugar. So you see that if we go now to Fugar and we search for the quest is not going to be here. So what we want to do is actually go into you see it's not going to be in the exchange, and nowhere to be found. And that's the problem that most people have, myself included. I was wondering like, what the, and I couldn't find it. So what we actually want to do is open our inventory, go to the pearl, and equip the graduation cap. And if we go now and speak with Fugar, you're still gonna see that the quest is not gonna be there. So what we want to do is open our quest menu, quest tab, make sure that all of the boxes underneath there are checked, and we're looking for the quest with Fugar. Alternatively, once you have the graduation cap on, you can open your Black Spirit, and you should see the quest leveling aid, Fugar's aid, and a couple more. So we're gonna accept those. Accept the special aid, Fugar's letter. That's another very important one. And then go back to speak with Fugar. Now you're gonna complete some rewards, blah blah blah. Now you're gonna open his quest, and you're gonna see we're gonna have 2 leveling aids, new ascent and breaking limits. The one that we're interested in is breaking limits for the purposes of the video, but we're gonna also get the bottom one, which was a secret deal, in order to get an Narchillan set. Just talk to him, and then accept a new ascent, which is going to give you some Marnie stones, which you can use. These are special Marnie stones that you can use to exchange for a lot of Kafra stones, which are going to be helpful along the way, so make sure you grab that. And then finally breaking limits. Here we have it. So we're going to get those 2 stones plus a bunch of fail stacks. We're going to need most of those, if not all. Accept that. And now go to chat. Just exhaust all of his dialogues. Carry on talking. Yeah, you're gonna complete that. Get the Marnie stones. Just carry on chatting. And boom. So here we have it. We're gonna get a 60, 80, 100, 130 and 150 fail stack. These are not exactly the ones that I used. Further on in the video I'm gonna tell which fail stack. I'm gonna show you step by step what I used and what I did. But then again, so we have here these 2 other quests. But first, quickly, also it's gonna have these other quests which it tells you just to kill mobs, and it's gonna give you some Atanis elements. Which is good if you haven't done your infinite potion stuff. So now these 2 are the quests for the exchange. Leveling aid, pen blackstar, and leveling aid, Tet Kherazad accessory. So we want to take this. We don't need to take them now. We can do the enhancement and then take them later. But for now, first we're gonna quickly just collect the quest for the Narchillan. They're really easy. You just find them down there, especially everything that's got Narchillan in the name. Just grab the quest, it's gonna complete automatically. Talk with Fugar and you're gonna get the full set. Then we grab the quest for the exchange. You can see there the potential rewards. I have to say, it doesn't matter which weapon you enhance. You could enhance the main hand and then swap, because you're gonna get a box, a choice box anyway. For the accessories, the same thing. Doesn't really matter which one you enhance, but you're gonna have to choose once you deliver it for the quest. Here we can see the materials that we got, a bunch of stuff, and it is your Y menu, the other pen blackstar. Okay, so we're gonna start with the easy one first, which is gonna be the accessory. The accessory is gonna be the easier one to do, because it's gonna be guaranteed all the way. The only thing you're gonna need is Essences of Dawn. Essences of Dawn, you get them from the market, which realistically is the only place where you can reliably get them at this point in the game, or do it by doing the Jatina quest. We're gonna need 90 of these. Exactly. And for the Jatina accessory, probably I could make a separate guide on the side, but you bring the crescent ring to up to pen, and then you melt it to get 120 Essences of Dawn, which should be enough is enough to get the necklace or whatever accessory you're doing to deck. So once we have those, we open the menu, the enhancement menu. I'm gonna put a necklace, select the stone, and it's gonna have 100% guaranteed chance. No stress, no fuss, easy, boom. Now from Hex to Sept is gonna ask for 10 Essences of Dawn, again with 100% guaranteed, no fail, no risk of breaking it, nothing. From Sept to Oct is gonna require 20, from Oct to Nuv 25, and then 35 from Nuv to Deck. And that's it. Congratulations, your accessory is done. Now we're gonna take the weapon, use the stone. Even this one is gonna have 100% chance, and we're gonna go from pen to hex. Easy, no stress. But I hope you enjoyed this part, because this was the easy one. So from now on we're gonna require quite a lot of materials. Prime amongst those materials is going to be the concentrated magical blackstone, which is made by heating black stones and sharp black crystal shards. Oh, that was a mouthful. Otherwise, you can add blackstone powder to the mix and mass process them, which is the thing that I would advise doing it. I was doing it on my life scaling alt. You don't need to do it, but you know, it makes the process easier. Then another thing we're gonna need, of course, is gonna be memory fragments, quite a lot, and artisan's memory. If you want, those are not mandatory, but you know, it is enhancing at the end of the day. And just be ready, because you will need a lot of these. Then the next item is going to be obviously cronstones, because nothing works in this game without cronstones. And yeah, we're gonna move to the enhancing and what stacks are used and everything else for this part. And while we're here melting stones like it's an episode of Breaking Bad, the only difference is that ours are red and theirs are blue. If you're enjoying this guide, if it's been helpful in any way, I would really appreciate if you could drop a like, a comment, or even a subscribe if you feel to. I'm still very new to the whole YouTube thing, and I want to cover more Black Desert and make more guides. Also, if there is anything that I've missed, I'm a new player as well, so I'm finding out things as I go along. So if there is anything that I missed, just drop a comment down below, and I'll make sure to pin it so that there is more information that we can spread. Now let's get back into the crafting, and we're gonna go to the fail stacking and the fun part of this whole endeavor. So for my hex to sept, I started on a 61 fail stack and got a 69. Nice. And I failed this one all the way to PT. I went to my 9th attempt and I decided to keep the stack, just give up, and yeah, I just PT'd sept. Sage. For our here we go. That's the sept PT. For our sept to oct, I went on a 115 fail stack on my 3rd try. Obviously make sure you cron all of these, because you know it's not much, and concentrated magical blackstone ain't cheap. For my oct to nuv, I went on 141, I started on 141 stack. And I got my attempt at 9th try with 149 stack. You can also see on the screen how many of those stones required. There's quite a lot. For our deck attempt, I started on 170 fail stack, but Not only that, I also juiced it up with some Valks. It wasn't much, about 1%, but better than nothing. And you see, it's gonna require 50 a pop. So I started on 181 stock. And I got my successful attempt on the 10th attempt with 190 fail stock. Okay, once that is out of the way, congratulations. You have now your DEC Tuvala weapon and DEC Tuvala accessory. And what we have to do now is run back to Fugar, and it's just a matter of simple questing and exchanging. I'm gonna just show it for the purpose of, you know, just because. So once you arrive to Fugar, just chat. You're gonna hand over the DEC Tuvala weapon, and here is gonna give you a box. When you open this box, you're gonna have to choose which weapon you want. And then for the necklace or for the accessory, you'll have to pick while you do the quest. I advise you do the necklace if this is your first Kherazad accessory. The necklace is the better one. But if you, for some reason, you do have already other, maybe you're a returning player or something, then maybe choose, you already have your necklace, then maybe choose something else. And there you go. That's complete. Congratulations on your pen blackstar and Ted Kherazad accessory. I hope the video has been helpful. And just one last thing that it's very important. Make sure that on your way to the storage, you be bunny hopping all the way, just to show how happy you are. And yeah, that was it. I hope that the guide was helpful. I hope you're having a great day, and I hope you're enjoying Black Desert, and I'll see you there. Take care, guys.